Hey Aquarius, it's Suzanne with Sunny Forest Tarot, here to do actually a timeless reading. Okay, so we're gonna look at we're gonna do a Celtic a Celtic cross reading for you. So the difference between this type of reading and the readings I usually do, I'm usually the one that's asking the questions, right? And a Celtic cross reading basically is the universe speaking to you. Okay, so there's really no questions here. This is just interpreting what the universe is trying to tell you. All right, so we're going to get started here. So this first card represents your person. The second card represents you. And then the third card represents what is crossing you, or what does that mean? It means that, what the two of you are sharing right now, what the two of you might have in common, what the two of you are experiencing within this connection. All right. Before I go any further, I'm using the Barbara Moore Wizards Tarot. And then I'm also using the Blind Spot Oracle cards. So we're going to take a look at what you might not be seeing as well. All right, so let's look at this first. So this is your person. We have Two of Pentacles. Okay, so Two of Pentacles says that there's a decision here that needs to be made. This person is going back and forth between two people, two places, to jobs, to situations, whatever it is, but there isn't, according to this person is giving off the energy that they have not made a decision. And then we have, for you, we have Ace of Cups. Wow. I see all of these readings, honestly, this week are very, very intertwined. A lot of the same cards are coming up in some interesting places, which is fascinating to watch, with all of the retrogrades going on right now. So you're in the energy of love with this person, and they're at least presenting that they need to make a decision. So what is crossing the two of you? We have the Fool. Somebody here, it's like the risk, there's some type of risk here that is possibly preventing the two of you from moving forward. So if this person has to take a risk in order to make this happen, that could be why they are not making a decision right now, or not making a decision about something. So let's take a look at what you might not be able to see about what's going on with this person right now. All right, so we have card number 61. I like these cards a lot, but I wish they would just simply put the word on the card. All right, so this card actually means temporality, and I need to read what that is. All right, so if you have drawn this seagull, what is preventing your progression is that you are either too attached to the temporal in general, or to an aspect of the temporal. This has caused you to lose sight of the bigger picture, which includes much more than the temporal world. You might be looking for a solution that does not exist in the temporal world. That is like looking for a lost key, but being convinced that the key is somewhere in one specific room and never finding it. So, I feel like this is telling you that this person is, they're purposely not making a decision. The temporal world is a world of the purely physical, and we have pentacles here. Okay, it is particles, body, color, shape, physical health, the physical aspect of sex, money, houses, places, things, the physical aspect of food, plants, people, pets, possessions. It is the realm of the material. This person is trying to make a decision in the material world. Okay? You may be so invested in the physical and provable and rational, and even potentially the type of science that is purely focused on physicality and those same things, that you have forgotten that there is more to the universe than meets the eye. The physical world may seem secular, but it isn't. The physical world is not separate from spirit. It is a manifestation of spirit. You are denying the majority of the universe and actually the majority of yourself if you have invested in this way. Because of this, you might be more skeptical than you should be. By closing down your mind, you become unable to experience other potentials and other realities. You become selectively ignorant. And you know, I feel like that's what this is saying. That's why the Fool is here. This person is being asked to take a risk and believe in the potential spiritual nature of this connection, which I feel you have already realized. This person, the Two of Pentacles, the decision I feel like they're making is, you know, is this really happening? You know, is this really happening in the physical world? This feels elevated. This feels more spiritual. I'm somebody that's more practical, more logical. I feel like this person is possibly on the verge of an awakening and taking a risk towards the unknown, which could be you, okay? All right, so let's look at where the foundation is between the two of you. We have the Six of Cups. All right, there you go. So the foundation is beautiful. It's innocent. It's somebody that you trust. It's somebody that, you know, there may not have been any type of physical connection yet. You know, this connection almost feeds a childlike desire for connection, a puppy love, okay? There's a puppy love feeling about this Ace of Cups for you, and I feel like for this person too. But for this person, I feel like it might be, you know, really waking them up to the fact that there's more than what they can see that's happening here between the two of you in this connection. In the past, we have the Knight of Cups. Wow. So I feel like in the past, this connection might have been a secret. And it might have been a secret from the world. It might have been a secret from you. For some reason, I feel like it was a secret to the world. Because Knight of Cups is about secret love. It's about somebody that carries around a lot of feelings, a lot of desire, you know, a lot of beautiful Six of Cups memories that they want to share and express, but they don't. What's the energy in the present? Ten of Wands. Wow. Well, you know, of course. Okay. So this person here, Two of Pentacles, you know, I feel like is struggling with the spiritual nature of the connection versus their material world. They're telling themselves that this doesn't logically make sense. And that's why they haven't spoken about these deep, you know, haunting feelings that they have. And, you know, and I feel like it's very pure. It's very pure, and it's very, you know, this might be somebody that's around you quite a bit, or it might be somebody that, you know, you had a past encounter with, or, you know, a brief period of time, like you were in each other's lives for a season, and suddenly, you know, this person is feeling the burden of, you know, carrying this Knight of Cups energy. This could be you too. It could be interchangeable. What does the future say? We have the Hierophant. So I feel like the future is saying that, I feel like both of your hearts are committed here and you're both aligned in your values. I feel like you might know each other, kind of possibly from a past life, but from a past part of your life. Like, again, you might have been in each other's lives for a season. And for some reason, with all the retrogrades, this could be surfacing right now for a reason. But Hierophant is about, can be about commitment, can be about marriage in the future. And it also says that, between the two of you, it feels like your core values are aligned. So what's going on right now with yourself? We have 5 of Pentacles. So you might be feeling a little bit, you might have been left out in the cold by this person. You might have been left, someone might have walked away. They might have walked away from you. And now this person carries this heavy burden. Like, what did they walk away from you for? They don't know. Because this, the foundation here is 6 of Cups. It's soulmate energy. It's beautiful energy. I almost don't see any reason why you would be feeling like this, but you are. 5 of Pentacles. What's the environment? 8 of Wands. Okay. So 8 of Wands is communication. 8 of Wands is about the journey. So this journey, I feel it could feel long to you. We're going to clarify that. All right, so let's look at hopes and fears. Hopes, fears. We have 3 of Wands. Okay, so I feel like one or both of you, want to know what the other one is thinking, what the other one feels, wants to know the other one's expectations. It's amazing how so many of these cards have shown up in the readings in different positions. I've seen 3 of Wands in Capricorn, Sagittarius. But that's about expectations and that's about waiting. So I feel like the hopeful energy here is about knowing what your person's expectations are, because they've been kind of secretive about it. Afraid to take a risk, afraid to move towards more of a spiritual soulmate type of connection. But I feel like they hope for that too. Fears, 8 of Swords. This person is, I feel, fearful of getting trapped in, a spiritual type of energy or a spiritual type of connection that they can't get out of, or that makes them feel extremely vulnerable. Because we know with Knight of Cups, they're not really comfortable being very vulnerable. That's their biggest fear. What is the outcome here? The Moon. All right, so we definitely need to clarify. The Moon says that, that there isn't a whole lot of clarity at the end of all this. After all of this, we need to clarify some things here. All right, we want to clarify the Fool. All right, we want to clarify the 10 of Wands, which is the burden that is going on in the present right now. We want to clarify the 5 of Pentacles, the 8 of Wands, and the 3 of Wands, and then the Moon. All right, so starting with the Fool that's crossing both of you, afraid to take a risk, clarified by the Page of Swords. Okay, so I feel like this person is trying to get more information about what a spiritual connection looks like, but they also might be very worried about what other people think if they go in this direction. If they move away from their more practical, material, logical world, that could cause people to question them, and they don't like that. 10 of Wands, the burden, the Hangman. Yeah, I feel like this is for both of you. The being in limbo of, not speaking about this secret love, not putting it out to the world, not being able to joyfully be together, that's a huge burden. And keeping each other in limbo is the source of it. That's what's going on right now. This Five of Pentacles, you, describing you feeling left out in the cold. You feel left out in the cold from your heart's desire, okay? And that's because somebody here, I feel like it's your person, is afraid to take a risk towards a spiritual soulmate connection. And they're leaving both of you in this limbo, right? We've got the moon up here in the outcome. All right, so what do we have here for 8 of Wands? Tower. So what needs to be discussed? The major change that has to happen here to get you guys out of this 10 of Wands Hangman energy. This can't go on, okay? Especially since there is a foundation of 6 of Cups, and in the past, this person just has held back every deep feeling that they've had because it's secret love. They might not have held it back from you, but they've held it back from the world. Or they've held it back from you. One or the other. Or both. 3 of Wands, clarified by Page of Wands. Yeah. So we've got 2 pages here. This person is possibly handling things in kind of an immature way. But again, Page of Wands is about new insight, new passionate insight on what the two of you, what your expectations are. So I feel like these two, go together, your hopes and, your environment. This environment is tricky, again, because other people might be involved, but it has to change. You have to talk about the changes that the two of you need to make. And I feel like it comes from, some passionate new insight about what the two of your expectations are. They seem to match in the future with the Hierophant, which is, aligning your core values and being able to commit. So it feels like there are good things coming here. But then we have the moon, which is still in this outcome, a lack of clarity. And then we've got Queen of Wands. So this Queen of Wands has been showing up all over the place, as have a lot of these cards. I feel like either Queen of Wands can be the mistress card. So you might be unclear. Am I going to be the mistress forever? Am I going to be the third party forever? Or, from this person's perspective, they might be looking at you because you, Queen of Wands, are so beautiful, so confident, so sexy. This person could be looking at you like, shoot, am I going to have to constantly be in competition for this Queen of Wands? I don't know if I can handle that. I don't know if I can handle the spiritual connection that's here that drives me batty insane. And, it takes me out of my focus in the material world. Can I handle that? I feel like both of you are a little unclear for different reasons. This is what needs to happen. 8 of Wands and Tower. Before anything else, is changing your environment. You might need to go away and talk about this together and come up with, a plan. Talk about these other people that are involved. Talk about the risks that you're going to be taking. Talk about these deep feelings and soulmate connection that you have. The present isn't serving you right now at all because you're both focused on what you don't have versus what you can have. All right? All right. Aquarius, that is what I have for you for this week. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it resonated. If it didn't, no worries. If you are looking for a more deeper personal reading, just reach out. I'm always here for you. If you come to the table with not really knowing what to ask in your reading, this is a direction you can go with the Celtic Cross reading, which is basically the universe sharing with you what they see for you, okay, instead of you having to ask the questions, okay? All right, guys, that is what I have for you, and I will talk to you next time, all right? Okay, much love.